Hey, well, Franklin College head football coach Mike Leonard. Coach, the 2014 season is fastly approaching, and the Heartland Conference is coming out with the preseason poll, and you guys have been picked number one. What are your thoughts on the poll?
Is that right? Well, that's an honor. Appreciate the other coaches' vote of confidence there. Kind of something to talk about preseason, obviously, but it really means nothing, and our guys, I'm pretty sure, know that. It means that we're the hunted. We got the target on our chest, if you will. And so we're anxious to see what our team is made of. We sure do lose a lot of guys. I almost cried there. Right behind us here is our gymnasium where graduation was held last May 24th. And we had 20 really neat guys graduate, get their degrees from Franklin College that made significant impact on our football program. So we're going to miss those guys, but we're excited about the guys that are going to step in and fill their shoes.
Speaking of the 2014 team, return key contributors from last year's squad on defense, offense, and special teams. And you got some good senior leaders. Talk about the upcoming season.
We really do. Starting on defense, Dale, and starting in the trenches. Kind of our rock on the D-line is going to be junior Nate Bryan, a returning starter, a really good player, good leader. Eric Drake is going to make the move from tight end to defensive end. He's one of our senior leaders as well. The linebacking core has been decimated by graduation. There's 4 guys that we've got lined up, or 5 that we've got lined up that are going to, on paper, be able to fill the shoes. Competition will start on the first day of practice, obviously. Nothing set in stone, but really pleased with Trevor Yates and Kyle Lubehusen and Kyle Butler, as well as the Wendell twins from Corridon, Jeremiah and Lucas, to be a big part of our linebacking core right now. And then in the secondary, we really only got one returning starter, and that's Jamison Brock, who has had a great football career as well as baseball career. He's starting center fielder for us and had a great season last season in baseball. And he's going to provide the leadership for the other positions that we got to fill in on defense.
Then on offense, return the entire offensive line, including a preseason All-American at that unit, and just talk about what you expect on the offensive side of the ball.
Sure. Obviously, we're going to miss Johnny West and Kyle Linville, 2 starters that are gone. But offensive line is going to be a big help having all those guys back. We've got 6 guys on paper that have all started games. The rock on the offensive line, he's got a lot of preseason honors, is Austin Carlton, who's a phenomenal student, a great leader, a great offensive lineman, if you will. Along with him, we got Quentin Terrell and Joe Green are 2 other seniors, and Jeremy Parker, and then 2 juniors, Blaine Kolkowski and Dylan Webb on the offensive line. Before I forget, I want to talk about our long snapper, that's a position that oftentimes, if you don't know who that guy is, or if you don't have anybody, it makes for a long season. But Jake David is going to be a 4-year starter for us, just a phenomenal snapper, both on extra point, field goal, and for punt. And then the other offensive positions, starting at quarterback, we're going to have a new starter. And on paper, it's between 2 guys, Grant Welp, who's going to be a senior, and A.J. Puente, who's going to be a sophomore. Both of them have had solid spring practices. And so they'll be battling for the job. Vinny Lococo is also a guy coming in who will have a chance as well. And then we've got some new guys, obviously, freshmen, that you never know who's going to pan out. At the running back position, we've got Joey Pasquale and Sam Otley. They're 2 great seniors coming back as leaders and running backs. And then the receiving corps, really, there's a solid group coming back there. So whoever's the new quarterback is going to have a variety of targets to choose from. And you got Johnny Hessian is a very solid receiver, along with Zach Cole, Kendall Butler. Dylan Jenny is a big target, great leader as a senior. And then the X factor for me is a guy that played scout team quarterback for us last year, Mason Deal. And we're going to move him to receiver, and he might be able to play a number of different places on the field. He's one of the better athletes we've got, at least in our spring testing. We thought we just got to find a way to get him on the field. So that kind of rounds out where we're at. We're looking for a punter and a kicker to replace some good ones there, but that's the challenge of coaching, is just trying to fit everybody in the right spot and get the chemistry going and make this another successful season.
Franklin opens the 2014 season at Illinois Wesleyan on September 6th at 2 o'clock, and the home opener 1 week later on September 13th, 1:30 p.m. against Wisconsin Whitewater. Thank you, Coach, for your time.
Thank you, Dale.